I don't have a scheduled time. But I just wanted to show you something of interest. My interest, anyway. That's the tree, what was left of it. And this here's the bottom of the root. Look at the inside of this tree that was sitting in the ground. From the center, it doesn't look healthy. I just found it of interest, that's all. I just thought I'd share it. I don't really go checking out trees. I see ants are on it. It was planted and it looked like a little blade of grass when it was planted here. When I bought this property, that's what it looked like. They took this out yesterday after the storm came by. And while I was looking at this, taking note of the inside of this tree, that I find of some kind of interest. That's what it was sitting in. Doesn't look like it's very deep. Let me tell you, that thing lived for about 20 plus years. And while I was here, I happened to look over and I got more siding that's been popped and wind's gotten up under it, I guess. Got a couple holes on it. I started to tell you insurance isn't going to cover anything. They've backed out of it, of their end, for whatever reasons that they can get away with it, even though they claimed this county as a state of emergency. I don't know if I can get that back in. Well, the whole siding is like this all the way down. Things you don't pay attention to, you don't see when you're looking at something. And then when you do see it, you wonder, what do I got to do? Look at the weed. They say that will relieve pain. Well, if I need to relieve pain, I'll just take a Tylenol, maybe, if they're still available one day. I don't take anything, but in case you needed something for pain, this little weed right here, take what you need. It'll relieve the pain. I don't know. Living off the ground is nice. Oh, look at this. One little flower. I've always been, oh, there's two more right there. Aren't they pretty? I have strawberries planted down here, but I don't see them growing. And if they are, I couldn't tell you what they look like with the leaves. Actually, I can see a couple of them. Let's see if they come up. I don't know. Those are pain relievers. So if you have any of those in your yard, I don't know how you prepare them. Go to YouTube, they'll tell you how to prepare them. This is the side we've been cutting on. There's a eucalyptus. Was it eucalyptus tree? Yeah. The place smelled good out here. Oh, all the time. If you had any sinus issues, just sort of breathe that in a little bit. Oh, sinuses were cleared right up. And I used to take a couple pieces in the house. It would smell good, but it just didn't have that aroma that seemed to be lasting unless it was on the tree. I had come outside through the years and I'd find somebody parked in my yard and they'd be out here plucking little limbs off of my little tree. I'm like, can I help you? And they're like, well, I just thought I'd just stop in and get a couple. I'm like, I don't mind you taking them, but just let me know you're here. You know, be polite. You're on private property. It's not community property. Anyways, I don't enter your property without knocking on your door and say, hey, I'm so-and-so. How are you? I saw you had a tree out here. It had some little clippings on it. Could I have a few? Sure, help yourself. Just leave me the tree. I have 2 trees missing. Uh, people told me that, they were tenants, told me that they were dead trees and that they hauled them off. God bless them for that. Not really. I'm missing my plants, okay? There's 2 missing. Uh, I bet you if I find where they're living today, I might find the tree planted. They're called pear trees, the ones that I put out here. And that's one. It looks more like an apple tree, but he has no apples because he's not an apple tree, but he is a pear, which doesn't produce any fruit. He just is they're just called a pear because of the shape of the trees. This one's a better shaped tree. And this here's my baby dogwood. And this year had white flowers on it, and I shared it with you. And it was real pretty. I see a couple boards here on the well pump that's been hit pretty hard. This here I was trying to straighten up. No, I didn't want to take it for a walk. I'll take your, yeah, okay. It's an inside joke. It's not a joke, I don't know. You see the pine trees, the needles still attached. Those are azalea plants. They got tossed over here. Maybe they'll take off and grow. I don't know. I have this little fencing up. I had some Rotties. My last one passed away June the 4th, 2023 at 4:11 a.m. And she was probably 13 years old. I didn't know it because she was a rescue and I didn't have no backing on her. This here was a real apple tree. Somewhere, if I plant one more apple tree here in the yard, 5 years it should produce apples. And people used to come in here and help themselves to the apples. And then after a while, when I got to know the neighbors and everybody, I would actually pick up the apples that are falling off the ground and the ones on the tree that were ready to be picked, and I would put them in a bucket. And then I would set it out in the area on the property for this person to pick it up. And she would come by when she saw my container outside full of apples. This way she wasn't feeling like she was trying to steal apples, knowing she had permission. But sometimes neighbors don't know. Sometimes neighbors know everything, and you don't know nothing. But what I'm getting to is maybe it stopped the others from picking the apples off the tree. Anyways, she would take the apples down and feed her horse, and she would make me a little apple cobbler. And so, to my surprise, when I'd come home from work, late in the evening hours, I would find a apple cobbler, sitting on my porch area at the door front, wrapped in tinfoil. And I'd go in, and I'd have apple cobbler. And I hate to say it, but I seemed to eat the whole thing. I loved it. I loved what she fixed. I don't know. She told me how she made it and put it together. And I enjoyed it so well that I tried to make it, but mine never tasted like hers. She must have something else in it. Something else that I didn't put in it. And it was always, maybe just tastes better when somebody else makes it. The preparation for preparing to make something so nice, so good for everybody to enjoy, to eat, there's something about it when somebody else does it for you. Just tastes better. I'm just admiring my tree while I'm thinking here, talking to you about apple cobbler. I had an I had a cherry pie cobbler the other day. Well, it wasn't cherry pie, it was a cobbler. It was cherries. And I put it in the oven, like I said. It didn't cook like it was supposed to. I had to flip it around inside my oven to the other side, let it brown the other side. Then I took it out and there was a corner not done. So because I was anxious to try it to just have the flavor in my mouth, I took what I wanted from the cooked side and I stuck it back in the oven and I let it finish cooking on the other side. But even after it finished cooking on the other side, it was doughy. I was like, it's a good cherry cobbler for what it was worth. For me not having to get all the ingredients together, prepare it, fix it, put it in a pan. I watched a butterfly overhead. Could have been a bird. Anyways, I saw the shadow on the ground. Oh, I better get out of the way. This truck's coming out. I have my foot in the road. Anyways, the preparation time takes a while. The thinking and the thought process takes a while. And then waiting for it to cook. That takes time too, because you're always anxious to taste it, to see if it turned out right. Did you get everything in it? Did you get it to your taste buds' liking? Or did you just follow the recipe and it turns out a little bit tart? Gee, over the double yellow line. Anyways, sometimes for me, I just rather eat somebody else's cooking. It's much better, more flavorful. And they did all the groundwork in preparing it. Who did the groundwork for preparing this place for us? Think about that too. And how fortunate we are to survive what we go through and still offer up praise. Yes, I want to offer up praise. That's gunfire. That wasn't anything falling to the ground. That's gunfire. So I'm always thankful. I don't care how bad it is. I don't care. I care. But I'm not going to sit here and boo-hoo over nothing. Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How are you? Yeah.
Have you had anyone come look at your roof?
Yeah, somebody was up there yesterday climbing around.
Did you have any, was it a contractor?
Well, he said he was. I mean, no disrespect.
Did you file a claim for your
Our insurance, the only thing they're going to cover is any glass. Glass on our cars, nothing on our house. So, yeah.
You didn't have no hail damage on the roof?
Oh, well, the guy that was on it yesterday said there was plenty of damage up there.
Oh, but you say your insurance isn't going to cover it?
No,
Why?
because it's through South State Bank.
Is it American Water?
I don't know. Oh, I doubt it. I think they're out of Greenville. American Modern's a good company, and the company down there in Greenville used to be.
You tried to file a claim and they said that they're not going to cover it.
Yeah, because it's considered a modular home.
Yeah, but you got insurance in the home.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think someone's kind of miscommunicated with you a little bit. Your home, the roof should be covered.
Well, you and I would say that. I'm just repeating. You and I would say that.
Yeah.
And I agree.
Right.
It should be, because I paid it.
Right. But the insurance is telling you they're not going to cover it.
That's what they're telling. Yeah, that's what they're saying back to me.
That's not good.
And the thing with the cars, both of them are demolished because of the 91. I don't mean, let me get out of the way. Sorry. Hey, you guys, let me just put you on hold here for a minute. I'll come back. Y'all have a blessed day and enjoy. Be thankful for where you stand and what you're doing in all situations. If You're gonna boo-hoo and cry about it, forgive yourself, repent, and go on.
If you need any,
Stand by. Hold on. I was running live, you guys. The whole conversation went up live. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry.